Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Marie. Hi, how are you doing? I just freshly cleaned my hair. As you can see, it's already starting to dry, which we don't want, to be honest, for this video, but we'll get to that later. Today I'm showing you guys how I usually style my hair, just in case you have a similar hair type and you just want to know what I do to get it to look the way it does. If you like it, I am no way a hair expert at all. All this is very new to me. I'm sure if you've been a long time follower of me, you definitely know that my hair has seen some really bad days, but it's starting to look better, starting to look good, and I just figured I'd show you guys products I've used and how I use them. Any information I do have about hair I've learned off of other YouTubers, mainly By Mell. I haven't watched too many hair people, but she's my favorite so far. Mel is a curly hair specialist, so she actually went to school, learned how to do curly hair, make it look beautiful. She's like a real hairdresser, all that. If you want information, listen to her. I've seen her do wavy hair all the way up to 4A hair, and they all looked really good in my opinion. If you want to check her out, go there. She does also give a lot of general information about hair as well, like knowing when your hair needs moisture versus protein. But enough about other YouTubers. Let's talk about me and everything that I use today. So first off, I got my shampoo and conditioner. These guys I've only been using for about a month now. Thought I'd try it out, and I've been enjoying it a lot. I usually just use shampoo and conditioner that is for dyed hair specifically, just to try to keep my color better. But since I've been doing this routine, I don't need to wash my hair quite as often, so I don't feel like I quite need that as much as I do the curliness now and the hydration that this has. Generally, you can find TRESemmé at any of your normal drugstores or your grocery store. I picked this up at Safeway. Pretty cheap. Again, first like curly hair specific shampoo I tried, so I'm sure there are plenty of other better ones out there. If you got like a really high quality one, I'm sure you like it better than this guy. And as for like a tool that I like to use while I'm in the shower, I got this crazy, I call it a shampoo brush, but it's got these silicone little nibs on the top. They're really soft, but you just put it on your head and do circular motions, and it is really helpful for scrubbing away any like dandruff or excess product that you might have on your head. If you don't make sure you get all the product off your hair and out of your head, you could get product buildup and it looks a lot like dandruff, but 1,000 times worse. So definitely get everything out of your head with something like this, or make sure you really scrub with your fingertips. I got this off of Amazon for I think less than $8, so it's pretty cheap. As for hair masks that I'm currently using, I got this SheaMoisture Curl and Shine hair mask with silk protein and neem oil. Moisturize and curl define thick curly hair. My hair doesn't look all too thick because my ends are super damaged, and I've shaved off a good portion of it. For a white girl, I definitely have some pretty thick hair, and this was the first like curly haired specific product I tried, and that helped immensely changing my hair. So if you just want to pick up one product to kind of start your curly hair journey on, like try this guy or try the shampoo and conditioner. But this you basically use like a conditioner. So you shampoo your hair, and instead of doing your conditioner that day, you would leave this guy in for 5 minutes, or you can get out of the shower, leave it in for 30 minutes with like a little bit of heat, and it'll work a little better. I only left it in for 5 minutes today while I was in the shower. I ain't got time for that right now. I think it's under $15 if I remember correctly. I'll be nice and give you guys the prices and the names of everything at the bottom, or link them down below. So if you want to get anything, you'll know exactly what it is and how much it is. So this right here is another important tool you'll need. This is the Denman brush. I've got the 7-row version. I think there's 9 rows as well. I use this when I put the conditioner or the hair mask in my hair, and I make sure I brush it all the way through and get any of my knots and tangles out. That's where I always get my knots and tangles out, is in the shower. I also use this when I put in a product later. You'll see, I'll tell you, I'll show you. So we're finally gonna get into the tutorial part of this video. Just wanted to get the whole shower situation out of the way. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna bring you guys in there with me. Now, my hair's dry, so I need some water to get it wet again. It's very important to do your hair while it's wet. You don't want it too wet either. Just enough for when you squeeze your hair, you'll hear it kind of go squish with the water, and you don't want it to be really drippy either. Or, you know, be smart and do your hair right after the shower for the most part, and not wait like 30 minutes after because you're doing a video. I really need to invest one of those spray bottles that just continuously sprays you hold it down to make my life so much easier right now. And you hear this? You want to hear that squish. This is the first product I always use in my hair. It's a 10 plus keratin. It's a leave-in miracle conditioner. On the back here it says it does 10 things instantly. Maintenance of keratin strengthening treatments. Increases styling and manageability. Perfect for all hair types. Replaces lost protein. Protects the natural keratin in hair. Protects against heat. Restores hydration balance. Detangles, defrizzes, and adds some shine. Strengthens hair structure. Seals cuticles for extra silky hair. So this is by far the most expensive product in my entire hair routine. This is the extra big jumbo bottle that you can find at the store. There's usually like a travel size, a half size of this, and then this is the big boy. This is $41-ish, if I remember correctly. This guy does last quite a while, so not a huge deal, but I usually give myself a good bit as well because my hair is really damaged, as you guys can tell. So I need that extra keratin and all that. So I get about 10, maybe sometimes 15 sprays in here. Like I said, I'm generous with it. Rub it in between my hands. And I always start off with the ends, because like I said, that's where I need it the most. And then in the front here. So sorry if there was a weird cut there. I was very rudely interrupted by a phone call. But I also bring it up to the front here because this is where my bangs and my layers are that go down to the rest of my hair. And then I just kind of comb it in for a minute just to make sure I get it all the way through. Could use your Denman brush as well to do that. But I'm a little bit lazy, as you will tell throughout this video, especially if you've checked out other hair YouTubers before. I'm definitely not one, so don't expect anything decent from me, honestly. The last thing I want to say about this is, like, I've used this in the past before and I've always really liked it. So whether or not you have curly hair or 4C hair, like, you probably will like this. Just a really nice leave-in conditioner. I was actually using this guy before I bought my SheaMoisture hair mask, and this is just kind of what I use to help keep my hair not so damaged feeling and dry feeling. So it helped, but it didn't really do much for the curls. Obviously, it's not just for curly hair. And this guy here is my next product that I use. Sorry, it's a little shiny, but it says Miss Jessie's Quick Curls. The best darn quick curl cream, period. Excellent for this and more. Wavy, curly, and loose textures. Wash and go curls, superb shine, lightweight lotion, pumps curls up, super slick serum, and a defrizzer. And down here it says no sulfates, no parabens, no animal testing, no DEA, no phthalates, no animal ingredients. And this is the only curl. I've tried out one other curl cream recently, but I love this guy more than this. The other one I feel like it probably isn't specifically for my hair texture. It's just something my mom picked up for me. This guy I really fucking love, and it's only $15 at Target, so pretty cheap. I put a generous amount in my hair, as you can see. So it says for instructions to split about a tablespoon into damp sections of hair. Do not rinse out, dry naturally, or use a diffuser for volume. I'm a natural dry girl. I don't even have a diffuser anyways. It's another thing that I need to invest in as a curly girl. So rubbed it between my hands a little, and now we're breaking it in. And you sit here and do this for like a good minute or two until you make sure you don't see any more excess product in your hair. And then pull your excess hair off your fingers because ew. Now it's time for the Denman brush again. For extra volume, these brushes have this nice little curve here. So when you go and brush your hair, can kind of go up into the side. I'm sure a lot of people who are like hair people are probably cringing at me right now because I in no way do this in any kind of proper way. I don't split my hair. I'm sorry, I'm a lazy girl, and this said quick curl, so I'm like, quick curl sounds like me, so I'm gonna do it quickly. And then for my bangs here, I take them, pull it up, and kind of curve it as you go. I'll try to help boost a little extra volume at your root here, so it kind of goes up instead of just sitting flat on my head. A little extra advice I learned from By Mell and a lot of other YouTubers that I've watched recently. Well, not recently. I haven't actually watched any hair YouTube in a while. Once I kind of like got the basic gist, I'm like, okay, I have to try this out before I start learning anything extra. But now that I've kind of got this routine down, I definitely want to add more to it. Now, this is the part where I just kind of scrunch my hair up a little bit. I also like to flip my hair upside down and do this too, which I'll do in a sec. But you just kind of crunch it up a little, help to loosen up the curls, and then they'll find their families with other pieces of curls. And now I'm a flip, so BRB guys. So beautiful. And before we move on to our last product, you can take your hair and you want to follow the way it naturally curls. So you want to curl it around your finger, and that'll help boost the curls a little later if you want to have really extra tight kinky curls. I get the most tight ones in the front, so that's really all where I do it. The back of my hair, as you guys kind of saw, or like this more side area, doesn't get quite as curly as right here does. Our last product is again another SheaMoisture. This is the coconut and hibiscus frizz-free curl mousse with silk protein and neem oil. Very similar to like that hair mask I used. Probably the whole line is probably like that. This is another product I haven't been using for too long, maybe like 2-3 months now. But since it's Rona season, I haven't really been doing my hair all that much. Haven't really gotten like a good estimate on how much I like to put in my hand, so I'm still testing this out, but I think a good 4 pumps is usually my consensus for my hair. Again, no sulfates, no parabens, none of that good stuff in it. And I like gently rub it in between my hands. And then you kind of like really gently rake it through your hair, because it doesn't really need to like be rubbed into the skin or really try to be rubbed into the hair. It's just kind of a layer on the outside that you gently put on. And then I do a little bit more scrunching just to make sure that I didn't pull any of my curls straight, because I have that kind of hair that if I brush it straight, other than right here, it will stay pretty fucking straight. But that's pretty much it for the whole tutorial side. Now you can either go diffuse your hair and be on with your day and have a joyous time, or you can be like me who's lazy and just lets it air dry for like 4 hours. Literally takes my hair so fucking long to dry, even though I've shaved off like 1/3 of it. Still takes forever. But now this is part of the video where I go off for a few hours, and then I'll come back and show you guys how my curls look when they're fully dry. Hey guys, like I said, it's probably been about 4 or 5 hours now and my hair is completely dry now. I know it still looks like it's wet. That's because I still have this casing on my hair. I've been waiting to break it for you guys. Like, as you can see how that hair is just sticking straight out. Yeah, that's the casing that I was telling you guys about. And just to break it, squish squish. That's all you need to do. Spend a few good minutes getting every little curl on your head. That way you don't have a random really crunchy curl in the middle of your head. And you guys can already see that the curls are starting to look a little fluffier, a little bit less like I have wet hair. Do have some really weird curls going on right here today. That's basically the gist of everything that I do with my hair. Maybe I got a teeniest bit of dampness in the back here. And I can usually go about 2 full days, maybe 3 full days if I'm really lucky, and I've been really good about the way I sleep. And while you're sleeping, wear a bonnet, because that's going to keep your hair protected. This is just a really cheap satin one that I got from Target for $5.99, something like that. Super cheap. You can be really fancy and get a silk one. Those ones are obviously going to be expensive, but they probably will work better than a cheap satin. But like I said, this guy helps me out a lot. Alexa, fuck off. She's testing my patience today. And so you guys can see how my hair normally looks without using any of these products. I got this nice little clip up here for you. This is when my hair was about 95% of the way dry. It was a really good hair day for me. And then the next clip is me the very next morning, completely dry. Still looked really good, even for not putting any kind of holding product in my hair. So definitely was some good days for me. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you did, please like it up and subscribe to my channel, because you know you want to see more from me. And I have all my other social medias as well as an OnlyFans down in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.